You think empathy makes you a good person. But what if I told you that your empathy is slowly destroying your mental health, your relationships, and your future? The science is clear. Highly empathetic people suffer more. Stay with me. This will change everything you thought you knew about being nice. Welcome back to Psych Insights. Today I'm exposing the dark side of empathy, how being too nice is literally rewiring your brain for anxiety and depression. This isn't opinion. This is neuroscience, research from top universities. And I'm going to show you exactly what's happening in your brain, why people-pleasing is making you sick, and what you can do about it. Let's dive in. Section 1. The empathy trap. Let me introduce you to hyperempathy. It's a psychological condition where you absorb everyone else's emotions like a sponge. You feel your friend's breakup as if it's your own. You carry your coworker's stress home with you. You lie awake at night worrying about people who aren't even thinking about you. Research from the University of Michigan found that highly empathetic people are 3 times more likely to experience anxiety and depression. 3 times. Your empathy isn't helping them. It's destroying you. Here's what's happening in your brain. Neuroscientist Tanya Singer discovered that our mirror neurons, the brain cells responsible for empathy, can actually overstimulate. It's called empathic distress. Your brain literally can't tell the difference between their pain and yours. So you're not just feeling empathy. You're experiencing their trauma as your own trauma, over and over, every single day. The result? You're living multiple lives at once, and none of them are actually yours. You're carrying everyone else's emotional baggage while your own life falls apart. Section 2. The nice person paradox. Now let's talk about what happens when empathy turns into people-pleasing. Psychologist Harriet Breaker calls this the disease to please. You say yes when you mean no. You apologize for things that aren't your fault. You sacrifice your own goals to avoid disappointing others. And here's the twisted part. People start to expect it. You become the person everyone calls in crisis, but nobody checks on. A Stanford study found that chronic people-pleasers have cortisol levels comparable to people with PTSD. Think about that. Your stress hormone levels are the same as someone who survived combat or severe trauma, just from being nice. And here's the worst part. The people you're bending over backwards for, they often respect you less for it. Research shows that people who have weak boundaries are perceived as less competent and less trustworthy. You're destroying yourself for approval you'll never get. The paradox is brutal. You think being nice will make people like you, but people-pleasing actually makes them lose respect for you. While you're sacrificing everything for them, they're thinking, why doesn't this person value themselves? Section 3. The empathy burnout. Psychologists have a term for what comes next: compassion fatigue. It's not just tiredness, it's a complete emotional shutdown. You stop feeling anything at all. Dr. Charles Figley, who pioneered research on this, found that empaths who don't protect their energy eventually experience emotional numbness, cynicism and resentment, physical exhaustion, and complete withdrawal from relationships. You wanted to help everyone. Now you can't help anyone, including yourself. The irony is crushing. This is especially common in healthcare workers, therapists, social workers. But it happens to everyday people too. The friend who's always there for everyone, the family member who solves everyone's problems, the coworker who takes on everyone's emotional labor. Your empathy becomes a black hole. It consumes everything, your energy, your happiness, your identity, until there's nothing left, just an empty shell going through the motions. Section 4. The solution: compassionate boundaries. So what's the answer? It's not to stop caring. It's to develop what psychologist Kristen Neff calls self-compassion with boundaries. Here's your action plan. Number 1. Distinguish empathy from action. You can understand someone's pain without making it your own. Psychologist Paul Bloom argues that rational compassion is actually more helpful than emotional empathy. You can help someone without drowning in their emotions. Number 2. Practice the oxygen mask rule. You can't pour from an empty cup. On airplanes, they tell you to put your mask on first before helping others. Same principle. Schedule non-negotiable time for yourself every single day. No guilt, no exceptions. Number 3. Use the circle of control technique. Separate what you can control from what you can't. You can control your response. You can't control their feelings. You can offer support. You can't fix their life. Stop carrying burdens that aren't yours to carry. Number 4, learn the power of no. No is a complete sentence. You don't owe everyone an explanation for protecting your peace. Practice it. I can't help with that. That doesn't work for me. I need to focus on myself right now. Full stop. Number 5, find your empathy outlet. Channel your empathic nature into structured helping, volunteer work, therapy, mentorship, situations where boundaries exist and you can help without destroying yourself. Real empathy isn't martyrdom. It's caring for others while honoring yourself. It's being kind without being consumed. It's understanding that you can't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Your empathy is a gift. Don't let it become your curse. Set the boundaries. Protect your energy. And remember, the most empathetic thing you can do is show people what healthy self-respect looks like. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment below. Have you experienced empathy burnout? Which technique will you try first? And share this with someone who needs to hear it. Thanks for watching Psych Insights. I'll see you in the next one.